But I will tell you, when I first started, it took me like over 45 minutes because I didn't really have that system and flow. But once you do so many videos, I mean, you can see how many posts I have on my page, almost 600 posts. Once you get up to that, it's like anything in life. Like you do it a lot, you just become natural at it and you just do it really quick. So if I make a video like the video that I made yesterday about the Georgetown, it took me like 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes because I know the whole process. So it's
Yeah.
all about
Yeah.
knowing the process.
So today we have a guest who has taken his Instagram account from almost nothing to 17,000 plus followers in a short span of 3 months. And today he's going to show you how he did it so that you can replicate it too. Welcome, Sagoon. Thank you so much for hopping on this podcast.
Thank you so much,
How are
Abe.
you today, man?
It's been great, always hustling, always, making sure that, I grow everything that I can, try my best, always put 100% effort. So
I hear that. And you know what? It's crazy because we're in a space where a lot of people are worried about the state of the industry because we had some like insane years in real estate, and then it kind of went da, 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 and now we're getting ready to climb. But you have a lot of conversations that are stirring up pre-climb. And so any agent that's been in the business for a long time and seen these cycles, they want to be where you're at. And any agent that has never done any deals or started any business, they want to be where you're at.
exactly.
So let's start by telling me a little bit about your background. Like, how did you even get into real estate and to doing this to begin with?
Yeah, for sure. So I came from Michigan. I grew up in Michigan. I lived there for around 23 years and I moved to Austin, just surprising 10 months ago. So it hasn't even been that long. And my passion was always helping people. I love helping people because it just makes me feel good inside. So one of the things that I noticed just around my environment was, housing and, people needing homes and things like that. So I was like, you know what? How can I, help people, but also get into this, this growing industry? And that's when real estate came in together. So.
I love it, man. So for people that don't know, when you're new to real estate, you still have to like find a broker, you take your test, you get all that stuff done, but they don't actually teach you real estate 90% of the time. So you want to align with people that are growing and building some incredible things. And so Sagun and I connected and he ended up joining Real Broker. And since then, he's just been a dominant force. Can you tell me a little bit about why this trajectory made sense versus some of the I'll call them traditional methods of connecting with people?
Yeah, this trajectory made sense because it's just social media is absolutely powerful. I mean, you just see the amount of reach that you can get just with one video and things like that. I see a lot of traditional agents and, no disrespect or anything. It's like you're just kind of going in that one-on-one, maybe do some local events and things like that. But I'm part of Gen Z, and Gen Z, like I grew up with social media. I grew up with technology and I see the power in this, right? So I wanted to use that towards my advantage. So that's why I was like, you know what, let me go the social media route and see what I can do and see all the knowledge that I've already gained in the past and implement on that.
That's great, man. Can you do me a favor? Can we show one of your videos that like really helped you pop off?
Yeah, for sure. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
And so, for those of you that haven't been here before, this is the Trending Podcast. We want to focus on things that are working for agents now that can scale into the future because a lot of people do something well, but then they do it for a couple months and then they lose consistency, or they do it and then it you have to change and you have to adapt. This is something that I can see working really well and scaling very well into the future. So I'm going to share this video that Sagun has pulled up.
From Dell's Round Rock headquarters. And this is important because it signals NVIDIA's commitment to Austin's tech scene, even as local office vacancy rates remain above 20%. So, does NVIDIA's expansion make Austin a stronger tech capital? Let me know in the comments down below. And for more Austin related news just like this, just comment down the word report below and I can send you a free weekly newsletter straight to your inbox.
No, no, no. That's good. That's good. I say let's talk about it a little bit because this is something we've seen lately in the industry the last few months where people are just doing this, but not everybody's had the success you have. So tell me a little bit about the video.
Yeah, for sure. So, this video itself, what I kind of the inspiration of this video was just the kind of buzzwords that you hear, right? Because Nvidia, trillion-dollar company, Austin, a growing, booming tech space, and moving into different locations, that just kind of gets, people excited. So even before posting this video, don't call me a fortune teller or anything like that. I knew this video was gonna go viral. It's just that hype that it has and all that. It just I knew that this was gonna be successful. I mean, you can see how I've done it in the comments as well. So I have my CTA, comment report, because what happens after that is whenever they comment or anything like that, I send them all the information related to NVIDIA, and they want to know what's going on. So this is something that everyone's interested in, so I knew this was gonna be one of my most viral videos.
How many views would you say you have on this video? At least on this platform.
The on Instagram
On this video on Instagram, just one video, yeah.
alone, on this video alone, I have over 150,000 views.
So you have 150,000 views on a video that you published, what, 3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
That's insane.
It's insane.
That's insane for a realtor. It's not insane for, a content creator that's doing stuff, but for somebody who is your job is selling real estate, you're just sharing information. That's a huge amount of views. Okay, so then the next question is, I would say that that qualifies as a viral territory, right? The question is, how many agents do you see they catch a viral video or viral piece of content and then it falls flat after that and they get nothing?
Seen a lot of it. I mean, I see it all the time. I mean, I'm on social media. Basically, I live on Instagram, so I see all the agents making different videos. So they'll have like one viral video. They'll get really excited that this is gonna be, that their channel is made now or their page is made, and then they expect their next video to hit another 100K or that. But you got to come to reality. That's not always gonna happen. I mean, my videos, you'll get the 100K. The next day is like another video is like 5K. It's like 5K views. That's just reality. And people, in my opinion, they're over ambitious and they feel like they're gonna get these numbers all the time, which is not always true.
When I think that's what makes you unique is because you have a really cool system. Which, if anybody wants to reach out to Sagoon, he's got a calendar which I'll make sure to share in the description below. But you can reach out to him, schedule some time on his calendar, make sure you book him because he gets pretty busy, and he can walk you through the rest of his process. But like overall, what I'm saying and seeing is you've got these videos. Some do really well, some don't do as well, but you've got a cadence and a consistency, and you have a capture mechanism, which is really some secret sauce, right?
Yeah. The capture mechanism itself, I mean, I can just show you some of my comments. I mean, it's just never ending.
Yeah,
It just keeps going, 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 going. Look at all this, and you guys, and for the people that's watching, you see that common thing: report, report, report.
yeah,
Everyone wants to know what's going on.
yeah.
That just shows you how much demand. And also for people that don't really know about social media, it's all about engagement. So
It
just
sure
by
is.
commenting a report, this could have been the best video ever. But if I didn't have a CTA like this, it
Yeah,
would not perform the way it does.
100%. So the CTA is great, but I'm also like, look at the bottom. I'm seeing how many people it's liked by. So over 4,000 people, and then the insights. You don't have to, but are you willing to share the insights for this so that we can look at shares? All right. So views, you have 200,000 right now.
Sorry, I even lied. It's over
It's all
200,000
good.
views.
It's all good. I want to show shares. I think that is an underrated metric that agents don't pay attention to. It's like if you're into social media, I don't care if it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, it doesn't matter. The engagement, the shares are what really like boost a high level of engagement. 6,600 shares on one video. That's only one video. So you make 10 other videos and people that share it, I don't care if it's only, pardon me, I don't care if it's only shared to 10 people. You're still getting multiples of people sharing with people they trust or they like. Like that's just, it's incredible. It's incredible to think about like what that can do for your business. All right, so tell me a little bit about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say absolutely insane. I mean, it's still like I make these videos, but it's like sometimes hard to even think. That's 6,000 people. Like you got to think about
And
this.
that's
This
just
is like,
shared.
yeah, just shared. It's 6,000 people. Like, can you imagine 6,000 people in a room? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're standing in front of 6,000 people, most people have never stood in front of 100 people, let alone 1,000, let alone 6,000. I've done a few hundred, maybe like 1,200. I've presented in front of that. That's a different feeling, right? But imagine you're in the comfort of your own space creating this content. So if you're an introvert or if you're just like really busy and you've got so many things to do, but you're able to stay on task, this is an incredible, incredible tool. So clearly you're generating conversations. And I think a lot of agents get confused with leads and conversations, right?
it's different.
It is. It is. But conversations lead to the word leads. So many agents are like, I just need leads. I want to join a broker so I can get leads. It's like, first off, when you join a broker, you need to know how to generate your own leads because that broker or brokerage may not be there for you the way you think. That's just a lesson in real estate. You'll learn that pretty quickly. Okay, so moving beyond that, how long do you think it takes for you to create a piece of content or pieces of content?
So these contents that I'm doing with NVIDIA with the green screen at the back and all that, it takes me around 15 minutes.
Okay, that's insane. That's really cool.
But I will tell you, when I first started, it took me like over 45 minutes because I didn't really have that system and flow. But once you do so many videos, I mean, you can see how many posts I have on my page, almost 600 posts. Once you get up to that, it's like anything in life. Like you do it a lot, you just become natural at it and you just do it really quick. So if I make a video like the video that I made yesterday about the Georgetown, it took me like 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes because I know the whole process. So it's
Yeah.
all about knowing the process.
Do you say you post a video every day? And how long are they usually?
Every day I post, the videos tend to be between 1 minute to 1 minute 20 seconds.
Not bad. Okay. And but you say you post daily or no?
Yeah, I post daily. So what I do is those video ones, also what I've noticed is that I don't want to post content just to post some random news. I want to post quality. A lot of my still form like content. So I also do still form content too. So it's just still form. I post
Yeah.
that every day, like events that are happening in Austin and all that, right? All those kind of news. But these video ones now I post whenever I feel like there's something that's really impactful, like the one that I did with Georgetown yesterday, where they're planning to build like a whole different like city within Georgetown. So it's like I was like, I have to report that, right? So it's like whenever I feel like it's impactful, I'll do it. It's not like, oh, there's an ice cream shop that's opening. Yeah, let me let you know, right? So that's
That's good. I love that you've become kind of a local resource and even a local celebrity in the areas when you walk around, not just in the local community where you have buyers and sellers, but also in the agent community. The amount of people that'll bring your name up, and I was like, dang man, it's great. It's great. It's great to hear that. And so I'm like really proud that you've been able to have the success that you have. Excuse me, the success you have entering into a new market, entering into a new brokerage, entering onto new social media, and not having a really long, deep real estate background. Like you take all those things, any one of those things would cripple most people. And you were like, let me figure this out and develop a plan and just crush it.
yeah, it's all about consistency, right? It's also my personality. I just don't give up. And I've had the worst of times, right? I would have like 200 views, 300 views, and I'll still just go on. I was still going because I know I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
One day I'll get there. One day I'll do that. It's just my mentality and attitude as well. I think that's also important too. Having a system and process is cool, but also having that mentality and attitude will get you far.
I love it, man. So, would you say that if a new realtor is getting into the business, or even a realtor that's been seasoned for a while, do you think this is a good avenue to spend their time on? And if so, about how much time would they need to spend and how much would it cost them? Just numbers.
especially if you're a new realtor. I mean, this will get you the exposure that you need within your community. I mean, within Austin itself. I mean, you've seen my impact over 6,000 shares. I mean, these are going to realtors, these are going to business owners, these are going to your family, your friends, all these things. They know what you're doing. So that'll make you like in Austin. Had an interview. I only had knew one person. Now, like so many people that I know just because of doing this, just because of having this presence, right? And then to answer your other question about how long does it take and is it worthwhile? Definitely 100% it's worthwhile. And when you're new, it'll probably take you just to get all the systems and process probably like an hour, hour and a half because you're learning things, right? It's with
Yeah.
anything that you do in life, you're learning things. Once you really master it, it's not going to take, it takes me 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day. That's it. Once you kind of get through that and you keep doing that every day, it's like a basketball example, like, you just keep shooting hoops. I mean, you're just gonna get so natural at it that you don't even have to look. That's how it is. So,
What kind of investment are we talking about here? So let's say somebody just got into business, they just paid all their dues, and they've got to get something like this going. What are you talking about for like monetary investment?
yeah, monetary investment, I mean, you just need your phone. In my opinion, definitely get the DJI 2 mic.
Okay, I'll make sure to link that in the description below so you got that.
Has really saved me because I used to start out with a cheap. I'll admit it. I started out with a cheap $10 Amazon mic and got a lot of comments for it, got a lot of feedback. But for me, I like improving, right? So that's when I got the DJI 2 mic. The rest has been history. The quality that you see. All you need is a phone and a mic and yourself. What else do you need? You don't need in a computer. Pretty much everyone should have that. So besides the mic, of course, but that's all you need.
I love this, man. I have a perspective. I don't know if anybody shared this with you or if you've heard anybody say this, but I'm going to share one of my perspectives if you are cool with that. Yeah. One of my perspectives is you have a lot of agents that have started in the last couple of years. They started during a really easy time in real estate. You know, it was easy to sell a house during the pandemic in an area like Austin where everybody was moving and nobody knew anyone, right? You didn't have to have a skill to sell. You didn't have to have skill to have the conversation. I've had so many agents that come up to me and they say something like they're new agents or even they're seasoned agents, but they're trying to get into social media and they go, I don't know what to say. And so with the advent of not advent, but like with the growth, then the velocity of AI today, and then people like yourself that are putting this information out there, any agent that doesn't know what to say can work with you and learn a process like this and actually become a little more knowledgeable about their subject. If you just started in real estate, you don't know real estate. You got a license. This invest helps you learn the area, helps you learn what you're actually talking about and what people care about. And so my perspective here is that this is trending because this is what people need because they don't know what to trust anymore.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I'll just say one comment that I
Please.
received, like, the support that I receive is, like, people would DM me and say, like, "Spoon, I live in, like, Minnesota, and I see your content, and now I wanna move to Austin."
Nice.
Like, what kind of impact is this? This is not just in Austin. People I'm giving Austin, like, the city, a platform itself where people are like, "Wow, this city is cool." Like, there's so many things going on. I wanna be part of the city. So that's the impact and the positive comments that I receive when people are saying, "Saloon, I don't even look at the news anymore. I just go to your Instagram and I'm already up to date." That just makes me feel good.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so I've got one last question, and this is I'm catching you off guard here, but what I'd like to ask is, what is something that you've seen trending that isn't this that you'd like to learn from someone else? You don't have to name the someone else, but you'd like to learn about for real estate that maybe can help your business or your process or your systems. What's something that you've been thinking about learning about
What I've been thinking about learning about is,
or
to
would
be
like to learn?
honest, it's more like calling, like cold calling and things like that. I want to
That's good.
learn that's a business that, I've not really personally done myself. Obviously, being in the social media world, like, I'm exposing my face and doing all that, right? but the
Yeah.
actual calling, like, people outside in that aspect where you don't know someone from there, it's like it's completely reversed from social media. It's just kind of being in that space. I really want to practice that. And I know, agents do role play calls and things like that. That's something that I really want to get good at as well because I'm so used to being that external. Like people will just, I'll meet someone in an open house. They'll be like, "Oh, Sugun, I've seen your video. I love it." It's I've already had this report where I want to learn where I don't have that report, but also really build myself based off talking about myself and themselves, kind of having that good conversation, without really knowing my background itself, let's say like social media and things like that.
It sounds like there's an opportunity to barter with somebody who does that for a living, right? That's kind of fun. Like trade, here's how we grow on social media. Here's how you can help me with my script practice and actually learning the skill of sales is really kind of what it is. It's like you said, if people are just coming to you, you don't have to know how to sell. They're just they're coming to you. And you're like, well, I have the answers. Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's been
but
easy that way because they'll be like, "Hey, Sagoon, like, oh, I like this property, and I know all about you too." And I'm like, "Okay, so you don't want me to say anything about?" No, I've seen all your videos,
no,
I've
I
seen your
got it all.
personality and things like that. So I want that reverse, and to feel like in that way, so I can help my like I can grow in that way too.
There's power in knowing how to hunt when you're hungry. And that's what it is. So, Sagoon, man, this was awesome. Thank you so much for spending time. I mean, you spent over 20 minutes with me and giving value and sharing for people. Is there anything that you want to say to the people that are listening as they're watching this video?
Yeah, for sure. Be sure to check out my Instagram, Austin Report, if you're interested in learning more about what's going on in Austin, whether it's real estate, whether it's entertainment, all that. Also, I'm very approachable. So if you have any questions and things like that, just feel free to reach out to me. And or like what Ian was saying is, book a meeting with me because I'm really passionate in helping people learn, especially the systems and processes that I've learned. I want to share that with other people, especially agents. So
Very cool, man. I appreciate you very much. Everybody, thank you for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.